What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? And welcome to another Love Below Sex Talk with T.Graye. You all just chimed in for Touch Me Here Tuesday. We're going to get to touching and feeling and seeing what's going on. I got my man Prophet Pete in here with me. What's up, Prophet?
What up? What up? What up? I'm here in the building doing what I do. That's it.
Man, it's cold down here. Is it cold in New York? This is the way it's cold here.
We had snow during the middle part of the day, and then it started raining, so it all went away. But it is cold, very, very cold.
I feel like when I say it's cold, people from up north be like, you don't know what it's cold. You don't know what cold's like. Y'all don't know what snow is.
Well, unless that water, the wind blowing over that water, you really ain't going to feel it. Like, our cold here is a little different.
It's a little different. Look, I'm glad I ain't in that shit. I'm glad. But what I am happy about today, you guys, we have a fantastic guest in the building. We're going to bring him on. And one of my best friends in this comedy game. He's an actor. He's a comedian. He's a teacher. He's a little bit of everything. And you can catch him now doing a brand new live show on YouTube and Facebook. You're going to see him in the upcoming Coming to America 2. My friend Rodney Perry's in the building.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell is she talking about? I want to see this. I want to see this. This is gonna be great.
The man sounds amazing, don't he?
Hey. He got everybody fooled.
Listen, I was about to pull open my thesaurus and see what other words I can add on here. Add on. Well, welcome to a little bit of sex talk. Today it is Touch Me Here Tuesday. So we're talking erogenous. Touch me here. We're talking erogenous zones today, you guys.
My goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious. So have you ever come across somebody with a crazy erogenous zone?
I mean, you know, the typical hot spots is always when, the neck, the back of the neck. You know, I once had a lady that was real sensitive, like behind her knee, and
that behind the knee ain't no joke.
So you catch that's the dope thing about a new partner is exploring those new hot spots, and figuring out what that is. That's the jigsaw puzzle of the new person.
Right, most definitely. So one thing that I've come to find out is that as I get older, my erogenous zones change. The level of intensity that I can receive if they're manipulated, and then I'm finding new spots. And I was one of those people.
Are they new or neglected?
Oh,
did it? I knew you was gonna speak a word to the people. I knew you was gonna speak a word to the people, and it could be that. It could very well be neglected. And I'm not even going to say neglected by my partner, but maybe even just neglected by myself, because I feel like we should all know our bodies. But if I got that one spot way back here, right up underneath that good bra strap, like, whoa, I didn't even know that existed.
Whoa, who did that? Where that come from?
I brushed up against the wall real good one time. I was like,
oh. Between my toes. How you do that?
So what about you, Prophet? Have you ever come across something odd, or are your erogenous zones yourself? Are they typical?
Mine are pretty typical, I guess. I would assume so. I never really had a partner that liked to explore, to the point where they found new stuff. So I know where they are. If they find them, they do, they don't, whatever. But I like to touch everywhere, so nothing's weird to me. So I'm gonna find it if it's on you.
Hilarious. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm not freaky. I mean, and some dudes like to claim they freaky, but until you get with a freaky woman, you'll find out you ain't freaky at all. Like, stay your ass away from my booty.
Listen,
I don't even want to find out I like that.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I mean, but But here's the thing. What's the harm in finding out? I mean, you could be at home in your own bed. You don't want to know?
I don't want to
know. Don't even blow no air near that way.
Way to take it though. Ain't no thug way. Hold up. Let me get my.
You got to know. But some men, I get that anal play, most people, they find it synonymous with homosexuality. But the reality of it is that there are plenty of heterosexual men that enjoy anal play. And 9 times out of 10, the orgasm that you receive from some of those things are phenomenal. Now, I'm not. You said what?
I'm pass on that.
I mean, I'm not campaigning.
Phenomenal orgasm.
Just give me the regular.
The regular been getting me through my whole life. I'm
just
fine
give
with
me that 87. Y'all can keep that 93. I don't
need no 93.
Don't need no 93. But I think it's high time though, just a lot of people begin to explore their zones. Some people don't even realize that it's actually a thing, and that you can receive a lot of stimulation or even orgasmic stimulation and not even have penetration.
Hold on, T.Graye. So let me ask you this: as a woman, so you with ex guy, and he a little too in the play. That ain't no red flag.
So let me tell you where T.Graye what I'm not gonna do. Okay. I'm not fit to strap up on no dude. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. If he wants me to insert anything larger than a pinky, it's not happening.
Nah. So no pegging for you.
Nah, I'm not doing it. But in my past, I've licked the dude's ass. I'm not gonna act like I'm a saint. I'm a little bit of heathen in me. I have. And when I had that man balled up in the fetal position, I felt very proud of myself.
You couldn't even be tough.
You say it ain't so, T.Graye.
Oh boy.
Let me
tell you things we do when we in love.
Let me tell you what I know about men. Let me tell you what I know about men. A man ass ain't never clean. Okay. How he been in the shower 3 hours. He done missed the spot because he nasty.
Now listen, I'm not gonna disagree with you.
And some of you ladies out there, you ever get? Hey, I know Prophet ain't gonna admit to this, but you ain't never got no wrong stuff on your mustache. 2 days ago, what's that smell?
Shit happens out here in these streets. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's who you point at.
You don't want no dookie on your mustache. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, you don't want that on a mustache. None of
that. Since the subject has been brought up, you guys know I'm totally transparent, and I'm all for an embarrassing story. But I actually did shit in the bed one day. And it wasn't, I didn't know it was going to happen. Like I had no clue. Like we were having sex. We had a little anal sex.
Okay.
And, was doing some other things. And I thought I was about to squirt, but no, it was shit.
Wow. That's the thing, though. They call that something. Ain't the word for that?
There's some type of fetish.
Fucked up is the word. Fucked up is the word for that.
I got a story. It's not my story. So one of my homies, he used to do comedy, and he got in the porn industry. And so in porn, when you're gonna do anal that next day, they ask you not to eat, right? And so this girl had went that rule, and she had ate, and so let's loose booty.
Don't tell nobody.
And she had a situation. Her shit gasm. Alabama stupid. So my man, he was like, "Yo, Rod." He said she got him all up in here. Just dookie everywhere.
Oh my God. No, it wasn't like that. It was a little bit, but I felt like, we had just had some monstrous anal, hey, I feel like it's rules of war. I don't know, but it was only happened one time. Never happened again. I hope I don't ever see the likes of anything like that happening again. Like I was totally embarrassed when things go wrong in the bedroom. I'll be so embarrassed.
Did that affect y'all connecting again?
Oh no, I still put that thing down the next time. No. And it's funny though when you say that. I think men will put up with a lot of obscure things in the bedroom and still go fuck again. You know what I mean? For a woman, if a nigga accidentally let some shit out on me in the bed, oh nah, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. That's the end right there. It was nice to know you. But in reverse, I think men will go for a lot of obscure things happening in the bedroom, right. And women will be like, nah.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, but why is that? Why is it that men are more willing to put up with those kinds of things and still go fuck?
I mean, I think guys are just like, you know, it's like not a deal breaker. You know, like it's like, okay, you know, I know I don't like that. Don't do that no more. But we'll figure it out. Now, if you do get on me twice, it's my fault.
Amen.
If you do get on me twice, I should have told you no thanks. But I didn't. So you will not duke on me 3 times. I promise. I draw the line. 2 dookies every time.
3 times. That's it. Gotta go.
It's my fault every 3rd time.
G to G said, let it out. Let it out. So I wanted to kind of get into, I was having a conversation with somebody this week, you guys, and we were talking about where we really learned how to perform in bed. You know, when our parents give us these sex talks, and me including myself as a parent, I don't necessarily go into how you actually perform. But where do you feel like your biggest influence was in that phase of your life? Like, where do you feel like you really learned how to fuck from?
Probably porn. To be honest, I mean, my stepdad had an extensive porn collection, and you gotta think, porn ain't like it was. First of all, like, I think it shaped how I feel about black women because he only had black porn. Like my boy's father had all kind of porn. He had white porn. I was like, nobody want to see this shit. But and then my dad had like this black porn, and I was very careful because you wanted to put his tape back where you got it. You didn't want to deviate from his area wherever he left it. So remember, like he was what time stamp he was, and you would watch your little scene and go back. And I remember the actors. You know, I remember the people. I was like, you know, you start knowing people. You know, it was this comedian that was on there that he was in the porn industry, and he was one of them dudes on. I was like, oh, that's old boy. You know, you start recognizing people. So, that's a great question, man. Because I mean, you're not gonna get your kids specific like when you get. You might want to close your eyes. You don't know about who told us that. Nobody. Like, on large. When it comes to sex, we just really kind of figured it out on our own. Made mistakes, you know, decided what you didn't like, you know. And, you know, I think probably why I don't want nobody messing with my butt, because the first girl tried to stick a finger in my booty, I was like, What you doing? What you doing?
You punch in the eye.
What you doing? Don't do that.
And Gina G said, we learn from our partners, which is very true. So, Prophet, I know everybody on here has kids. Do you think that as a parent, we should give a level of direction in that stance as parents? Do you think that when we're having these sex conversations and we're telling our kids about safety and protection and love and lust and all these other things, do you think we should also talk about how to perform or how to be pleasing to a person?
Yeah, I think in a way they would have to be a little receptive of it. You know, kids kind of don't like to hear their parents talk to them about certain things. But in a way, letting them know that the act and everything else in itself is not just about you. It's about the other person you with. Explore, get to know the person. And I think learning about sex was me having a partner for a long time, so I learned how to do a lot of things with that individual, so I didn't have to sit there and like jump around and be figuring 1,000 people out because everybody's different.
So you had at a young age, you was monogamous. You had someone to figure it out with.
Yeah, I got married when I was a baby. I was 22 years old when I got married. So, there was a long span that I was with that individual. In the beginning, when I first started off, I was doing whatever, but I learned the most in that monogamous relationship.
Right.
Because I was able to be me. And when I was younger, I had the three-time rule. First time, we was just doing it to do it. Second time, I was going to try and snatch your soul. Third time,
show off.
And then after that, third one, that was it. After that, I ain't call you no more. That's what it was. 3 times you're out. Listen,
they say you don't build an emotional connection until the 4th time. So, bro, you had the game sold up early.
Early.
Hey, I tell you what, you got to watch out for this young man with them thick ass fingers. He was. You was a motherfucking tadpole. That was them motherfucking mittens you got on.
That's why a lot of young dudes like older women, no doubt. You guys, I was just telling somebody the other day, that's how I know I'm getting older, because young dudes are starting to look good. Like, oh, this 40 is creeping up on me real fast.
And not only they look good, you look good to them.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got the time. We can't have a conversation. I ain't got the time.
What you talking about? You won't be talking about that anyway.
Because I like to talk after. Like, I'm one of them chicks. I want to have a conversation with you. I can't talk to no young nigga after sex. I can't do it. I don't even want to know what that conversation is like. So how are things at your mama's house? No, I don't.
She over there smashing some nigga that look like me.
You know what I mean? What's little Ray and them doing? No thanks. That's right. You mean old nigga. But so I too did learn through porn. And I don't necessarily feel like that was probably maybe the best way. Like, I wish I maybe have had an older sister or an aunt that was comfortable, or somebody to say, oh, niggas do sleep after sex, Gina. They do. But some of them stay up and talk all night. I like that shit. But I think that it would have been nice to have had somebody to say to me, hey, maybe this is how you should do things. Maybe this is how you should try things. So then maybe I would not have been scared of some of those situations. So I was one of them too, sneaking and watching porn and got caught. And you know what I mean? And then that part's embarrassing. But then you want to try to remember what you saw and how to do it when you get there. And it doesn't always work out.
What were you watching?
Candy Christian, which is still to this day my favorite porn movie. If anybody ever finds it, send it to me, VHS. I don't care how you send it to me. It's called Candy Christian. It has to be made in the 70s. But it was like a full-length movie, 2 hours, script dope, acting horrible, sex phenomenal. I mean, these
people?
It was white folks. It was all kinds of crazy.
I ain't never seen that.
I'm telling you, it was all kinds of craziness going on in this movie, you guys. But it showed me so much in such a short span of time, because you had male, female, woman on woman, you had dudes, you had orgies, you had
so the actress name was Candy Stanton.
Hey, that movie was great. It was great, you guys. But I do, like I said, I wish that there was always somebody to maybe give me that kind of advice. Like, now as an adult, we have these kinds of conversations, and you may say, oh, well, I put it on her like such and such, and I did da-da-da-da-da. And, as adults, we might share technique and things of that nature. But I feel like when you're in that phase, it is nice to at least have a little bit of guidance. I can't say that I'm going to tell my daughters full on, hey, this is how you suck a dick. I'm not having that conversation with my kid. But I do think that it's important for them to understand pleasing themselves is important, so that they can, understand how to please somebody else, or at least teach somebody. First off, Gina G, that movie is worth looking up, bitch. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Changed my life.
But you bring up an interesting point, T.Graye, because it's like, does it matter that the porn you started looking at was not African American? It
So,
affect the way you deal with people.
so I would tell you that I've seen so much more in white porn than what I've seen in black porn, period. Like I said, even in that one movie, there was so many different dynamics of sex. I was 13 watching this shit. Blew my mind. Okay, it's probably the reason why I'm T.Graye today. Who the hell knows? It's probably why I'm still talking about this shit. But it definitely shaped my vision of how open to be to things. I wasn't necessarily scared to try the different shit that I saw that they were already doing. Like I thought what they were doing was normal. So say if I watching black porn, to me, black porn is kind of chill. It's maybe 8 different positions, the same niggas, same dick, same, like it's all the same. Like you don't really see as much oomph put into it as some of the production value that you see in white porn. Just, you know what I mean? You might not see the orgies and it was incest, it was all kinds of shit. Like, but it did kind of give me a clear picture of being open. Probably from that. And then I'm into Asian porn as an adult. Excuse me. Like Asian. Black porn is like my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah. It's my least favorite.
Asian porn is whack to me because they always blur out the genitalia.
So I'm not into those, but what I am into is the aggressive shit. I'm into the aggressive shit. I'm into the hidden camera shit. Like I'm into weird stuff. Don't mind me. I'm into
hidden
weird
camera.
stuff.
What's hidden camera? I don't know nothing about that. Wait a minute.
I'm weird. So Granville said the sex is the same. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, Granville, about the sex being the same, and the sex to me is only the same because yes, there's penetration. But when you look at porn and really what gets you off, I like the sounds that the Asian women make. Like if I ever get me an Asian girlfriend, y'all hold on, because that bitch gonna be making some noises for me. But I just the hidden camera thing is they might be on a bus in a very public place. They could be on a train and motherfuckers just start fucking with them. I don't know. It's like it's low key my fantasies, but I know that it would never really happen in reality. Really. I probably just told y'all too much. We're gonna talk about something else. We're gonna move on because if I start diving into my porn, it's like a rabbit hole. You don't want to go down there. You don't want to go
asshole.
You don't want to go down there. Like, oh, that was really wrong with T.Graye. I am nasty, bitch. I am just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I noticed you start running when you start talking about this.
I just came back from Atlanta. I feel like every time I go, I get the cooties. Every time I go, I get the cooties. So it's kind of keeping to what we were talking about is what we learned younger. As an adult now, what would you tell your virgin self? What advice would you give your virgin self about sex?
Is that for me?
Sure. Yes.
What would I tell my younger self? I don't know. Satisfy her first. Work. And I've kind of always came from that perspective, but I would definitely focus on that even more. Yeah.
That's important. That's important. Do you think that your virgin self would have listened?
If I knew it was me telling them, yeah, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm listening to you. You probably know something."
What about you, Prof? What would you tell your virgin self?
Probably would have omitted the 3-time rule. Probably would have omitted that.
Okay. Would you have omitted it because there was somebody that was worth it, or omitted it because you've learned that it's deeper than that?
Learn that sexual interaction is a lot deeper than just just having sex. Like there is a connection. There's a lot of things that you don't know when you're younger. When you do get older, you realize it. So probably would have had some pretty dope connections.
Yeah. If I could go back to my virgin self, I would have told her, it gets better. Would have told her that. It gets better.
It gets better than what? You're a virgin.
Hey, it gets better. It gets better than that one day, than that one time. And for me,
so are you implying that your first time wasn't great?
My first time, I think, was fantastic.
Really?
And I think
it's gotten better than that.
Right. I think my first time was good only because I'm not one of those persons that walks around with a bad story about it. The person was kind. He was gentle. He took his time. There wasn't, really any pressure. He was still nice to me after simple shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was.
That all makes a difference.
Right. And I was very, very young.
Were you in love with him after?
No, I wasn't in love with him. No, but and at the age that I was, I wouldn't even have understood what love was at that age or being in love. Like I was way too young to be having sex, but I was the only girl with all the guys talking plenty shit. I had older cousins, older brothers.
Looking back, was that like inappropriate? Like, should he have not been messed with you? Was he way older, or was y'all both just too young?
He probably shouldn't have been messing with me. He wasn't an adult. He was also a teen. He was a teenager. But yeah, we both probably ain't really had no business. Me more so than him. Me way more so than him. Yeah.
How you more than him and you was younger?
Because he was probably at an age where that's where you start doing it. You know what I mean? He was 16. So he was at an age where that's when you just getting your fingers wet and shit. And you still doing stuff. Was you double digits? Yes, bitch, but barely. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Bitch, but barely. And so and that too plays another piece with the watching porn so much as a kid. I thought I was ready for things.
It exposed you to all of that.
Right. I thought I was ready for shit that I just really wasn't ready for. And I talk shit. If anybody knows me well, you all know I talk plenty of shit all the time. That's just T.Graye. But imagine me talking this much shit at 10, 11, and 12 years old. Like I was a shit talker. And it came from, like I said, always being around the guys. So I acted like the guys. I talked like the guys. And even when it came to that, now that age, teenage boys, they lying about everything they doing. I'm thinking these niggas telling the truth. I'm watching these porns. I'm thinking this is what's really happening out here in this world. And I gotta fall in line because the girls that they're talking about, I ain't doing none of this shit. So, it was like, at some point I'm going to, and I need to know how to.
Do you ever get to reconnect with that person like at an older age and y'all have a real encounter?
So he got shot. He got shot some years later. Yeah, he got shot some years later. But when we saw each other, because we didn't live far from each other, when we saw each other in passing, he was a friend of my cousin. Like he was always nice. He was always sweet. He was always kind. And so when he did get shot, like I was legitimately sad. Like I felt bad. Like he was never a bad dude, and never, as far as to me, he was never, how some young guys can be. He just wasn't that. He was a sweetheart. But and even when I saw him,
a good verse.
Yeah. So I don't regret it. But it definitely set the stage and set the tone probably for what everybody gets today. You know what I mean? Because my experiences happened so much earlier, and then there was no guideline. There was whatever I had to learn on my own and just let the chips fall where they may. Now, here I am 30 some years later. Okay, well, the chips fell well because I have these shows and these platforms and I'm able to talk about these things, and I've made a point to have a better understanding of them. But at that time, I wish that things were different. I wish that I had taken my time. Somebody taught me, how to navigate this stuff. Yeah.
So are you able to see, like we talk about our children, are you able to see your kids, you and your children? You're like, oh, my
Thank
baby girl.
God, no.
Let me try to,
Thank God, no. So I have 3 daughters. So, and you have a lot of daughters. So I understand you don't, I don't never want to see me in them for real. I don't.
Right.
Not that person.
But,
So
but it would be honest to see it.
It would be.
Yeah.
And so I overeducate. I probably tell my kids way too much. But I believe in being a transparent parent. So I talk to them a lot. I educate. I answer whatever question they have. Even their friends ask me a ton of questions. I answer whatever question they have, and I answer it honestly. I don't come across as if I'm a saint. I don't try to pretend like a lot of other parents do, like, your daddy is the only man I've ever been with. Nah, I was out in these streets when I was young, but you know what I mean? Like, I tell the truth. So my daughters have always had an open door to be able to come and tell me, talk to me, and communicate with me. So my oldest is 19. My middle daughter is 17. My oldest had her first experience at 18. You know what I mean? I call that a win.
Yo,
I know that might sound crazy.
Yeah.
I call that a win because
you got out of high school almost. Yeah.
In comparison to my life and what I was doing, yeah, I call that a win. And and she was comfortable enough to come and talk to me about it. You know what I mean? Until even let me know, Mom, this is what I'm thinking about, or this is what I might feel like I'm ready for. Yeah.
Oh wow, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
And let's look at the other side. Like my son, like, you know, he got a girl, he got a baby now. And I told him, I said, dude, you know, I know you want to be a good dad and be there for your child and this woman, but nigga, your ass is way too charming to be with one woman right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm looking at him, I see this motherfucker swag and his you know, his energy, and I'm like, nigga, you gonna fuck this girl up. She don't have a chance. Cause I'm looking at him and he's 10 times more charming than I am.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Like, this dude is incredible. You know, so I'm like, good luck, man. You know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You are one of the most charming dudes I know, though. I can't even take that away from you. You cool as shit. That kind of cool you don't just come across every day. So to put all that cool into a whole nother youngin, to take you,
when you ain't cute, you gotta do other things.
Listen, it's a whole lot of not cute people out here killing the game.
Indeed.
Killing the game. So when we're going through this process of teaching our kids and what you're saying to your son about how charming he is, he's not out of, I guess, what we might look at as the whole phase, or as the exploration phase. Do you think that phase is absolutely necessary? Like, does everybody need to go through that phase?
Well, I think definitely men do. You know, I can't speak to women, but you know, I think women tend to mature a little quicker. So a 20-some-year-old woman is legitimately a lot of times ready to settle down, and a man, I believe, needs to be like 27 plus 30. You know, en route to his financial security and understanding where he is physically and mentally. You know, I think to marry a man sub 27 is a person cruising for a bruising.
So what do you think about that, Prophet? Especially since you were married at 22. Were you out of your whole phase when you got married?
Yeah, like before I got out of high school, I was looking to settle down and get married. Like that was my thing. So all the stuff I did was like the junior high school. So I got that out the way early. And then, you know, I wanted to start my family and have that.
Are you a product of a 2-parent household?
Yes.
I think that affects you too. Like if you're even willing to think about it, if you saw that, then you probably, that picture made you more susceptible to it.
Yeah, and I was ready for it. I was so the whole phase was gone early, and I started early. So 6-7 years in, now I'm ready to get married after doing my stuff that I was doing.
Now, I feel like that is a phase that, and I hear you saying 6-7 years in, so that means all of middle school, all of high school, you was just getting it. But what is it that you really learn as a child about sex? You know what I mean? You're still a child. I feel like that phase should happen in adulthood. I think that there's so many things that we come across once we reach adulthood that we would never, especially on an emotional level, that we would never even have considered as far as sex is concerned. You know what I mean? As a kid, as a teenager, out there just doing your thing. It's so many things that you gotta wait to figure out.
Yeah, I think you threw him under the bus. He's like, hey, so did you feel like you fucked up at 22? Like, T.Graye, I'd already done that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't.
Hey, Prophet so cool. Oh yeah. I did that shit when I was 3 years old. So I got all that out of the system. When I came out of the vagina, I took some of it with me, so I knew that I didn't want to go back. Got married at 22. Yeah. Thank you for asking, T.Graye.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Prophet was cool as hell when he was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm glad you asked me that." I think I was 2 years old. I was just out of diapers, and I said, it's time to get some pussy.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I'm sorry, bro.
I knew how to set the timer on that VCR to make sure I put everything back where it needed to go.
Yes. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Prophet. You know I love you though. What?
Yeah. No, it's good.
You do that too. You ever have your boys do that? Like you married and your boys be like, hey, you just out, we all kicking it. They like, hey, ladies, y'all don't want to mess with this nigga married.
Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, T.Graye, I'm sorry. Forgive me. So one thing that I love about my friend is you are constantly bringing new things to the table, new content. You have a fantastic new show, which I got to be a part of, which was super, super fun. So tell everybody really quickly about your Rodney Perry Live, your Improv Live.
Well, I knew I wanted to do something on social media. I'm building my Facebook and my YouTube following, right? And so I found myself in a mode of constantly creating content. I'm like, okay, what can I do easily that's in my wheelhouse of things to do that I could produce like in this type of setting, right? And improv was just one of those things. I'm already teaching improv workshop. I got 1,000 games to play, and I know how to run a show. And so I decided to do the Improv Live, which is a cool show. I'm also developing a Rodney Perry Live, which is more of a talk format, more of a just people with 2 or 3 subjects talking for an hour. That's another thing. At the end of the day, I need hours. Mm-hmm. I need hours online. I got to monetize my YouTube, monetize my Facebook, and this is the reality. And Prophet, I'm sure you know this. It's a lot of money out there.
Yes.
I mean, on social media, Facebook, YouTube, what's the gaming platform?
Twitch.
All these people like thousands and thousands of dollars, and these internet comedians be eating off of it. And guess what? Rodney Perry about to come and sit at the table.
Yes.
Caffeine, you can make some money on caffeine too heavy.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah, that's the battle rapping, right?
Caffeine, they sit there as digital money. They throw coins, everything at you, tips, everything.
I don't even know nothing about caffeine. I gotta look that up.
Now Rodney about to be a rapper. So I thought, in the vein of your new show, I thought that it would be good to maybe try a little improv today, maybe a little sexual improv. I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, shit.
That's why I wanted to make
T-Graye Prophet.
yes. So are you game, Prophet, to do a little improv?
Sure.
Sure. Okay,
Give
so
it up to them goddamn thick ass fingers.
Stop making me laugh. So, this is the game. Okay,
Put two of them in, it's over.
nigga, you probably be pregnant. Fuck that. I ain't doing that. Be pregnant. Be a mess in here. This is the game. Since everybody in here is into porn.
Oh God.
Rodney, you're going to be the porn director. Okay.
Right.
Prophet, you're the talent, but you ain't taking the direction. Okay. You bought the worst porn star in the world. And Rodney, you the director. You got to get him right.
Is this gay porn? Is you in it?
No, he got a woman. No, I'm not in it. I'm the host.
I don't like this shit at all.
It's a setup.
You know, like we can all do it. I could be in it too. We can make
You better get in it.
we can make it a group thing, no pun intended. All right. I'll be your co-star.
Hold on.
Yes, get your hat.
Crazy. Well, hey, wonderful time. Having a good time.
No doubt. That's what it's all about, though, you guys. I hope everybody's enjoying. People are in here chiming in. Y'all stay finding out. Oh, hell, he got that half a real. Oh, shit. You Wesley Snipes shit. All righty. So, Rodney's the director.
All right.
I'm the co-star. You the horrible talent.
Yes. First of all, T.Graye, thank you so much for blessing our set today. Your skills go far and wide. Did you get all of the Perrier water in your trailer?
Yes. I have all the water. Thank you so much. I have all of it.
I have a brand new talent for you today. This man goes without saying. He is the foremost. He's from Bangladesh, and they say his penis is golden.
Oh, I haven't had a gold penis yet.
GP, are you with me?
Yes, I am here. I don't know what Bangladesh sound like, so this is all we got. That's all I got for you.
Good enough, GP. GP is short for golden penis.
GP, here, fingers on deck.
Yes. That is also a hidden skill that he has as well. So, if you would, GP, would you let's go missionary, then we're gonna double back to anal, and then once you finish off and rip a nipple down real hard. And action.
Okay, but where do you want me to put the gold penis? In the long hole or the round hole first?
You want to put it right here. You can't see it. It's wide open. It's wide open. You can't see it.
They both wide open.
Are you kidding me, GP? Stay focused. You focus your brain. Now, let's start over. You missionary.
I can work like this.
Then you rip a nipple. Rip a nipple. Like this. And action.
Oh, I feel good. Turn around, please.
No, stop. Somebody bring me a Perrier. I need to pour it on my vagina. I need to pour it on my vagina.
Cut!
You just made my vagina go on fire. I need some water down there.
Woman. GP, yes. I told you. Bust it.
I did. That's why it's on fire. It's on fire now because I did.
Okay.
You did not do a good job. Have you had sex before, sir?
Yes, many times. Just not with you.
Not with T.Graye.
No.
Yes. Okay, T.Graye. We're having some issues. If you would, you take the lead and let's see. And action.
Okay, now I'm going to put this platinum pussy on you. You like it? You like it?
Cut! What? Platinum and gold don't go together.
Oh, she's going to corrode my penis.
You know what? Move over, gold.
Okay.
I will take it.
Yes. Can we please get a professional in here? Yes. We need a professional.
Lucky.
Mr. Rodney, are you going to do it for me, please, Mr. Rodney?
All right. Watch me work.
Y'all are crazy.
Gonna open up missionary, then anal, and then I rip the nipples. Here, you grab a nipple. Here, take it. Take it, fingers. Yes. Now rip it down. Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Cut.
Y'all are crazy. Gina, I'm gonna start a campaign. Put it
on. Gina G as the foot doctor.
She crazy. She's crazy. Thank you so much.
Why was I yelling though?
Because you had your megaphone.
Cut!
You're doing big things. So you have a great movie coming out.
I ain't never wore it like this.
Hey, and it's dope. It's dope, bro.
It really go like this.
It's dope. So you have a great movie coming out, Coming to America 2. I know so many people are looking forward to it. Tell us a little bit about your experience being on that set and just being a part of something that I guess for a lot of us feel is historic. It's such a classic.
Oh, it's absolutely historic, man. I mean, you know, I started doing comedy many years ago, and I remember just wanting to be trying to figure out what type of comic I wanted to be. And I saw this guy on Saturday Night Live, and his name was Eddie Murphy. And I saw that guy, and I was like, "That's it. That's what I want to be." And to many years later to walk on a set, and Eddie Murphy tell me good morning. That was like crazy to me. And so I'm excited for y'all to see it. I think the story is gonna hold up. I think they haven't disappointed in terms of capturing the mystique of the previous films. And you know, I just hope they don't cut me out. You know, no. I've been cut out of movie. Mm-hmm. You be walking around talking too much, your ass be on the floor. You be like, damn it. So at the very least, even if they cut my lines out, they can't cut me out because I'm in like 6 scenes. But,
okay.
You know, I'm in there. I'm in the back. I'm doing my thing. But they need to keep my lines, and I'm waiting for myself to end up in the trailer because they put the trailer out, but I was like in the background of the trailer. But,
I saw it. Excuse me. I saw you and Nav Green.
Yeah, me and Nav together. They can't cut. If they cut me out, they cut him out.
Oh no.
So we there. But me, Nav, Lunel, Tracy Morgan, Jermaine Fowler, and Leslie Jones. We're all together most of the time. Mm-hmm. You know, and so it's gonna be a real good look. And hopefully it adds to the energy I'm creating on social media and other places.
So do you feel like what did you learn? Do you feel like you learned anything being a part of that?
This is what I learned. You know, we talk about kings of comedy and people like Sid and Steve, and no disrespect to them, but that nigga Eddie Murphy is a real king. Like, he had a certain regalness about himself. Like, it was like he was above the bullshit. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a moment on set where people was joking about something, and I remember he been there like he really was laughing. Silly Negroes. He was so above the trivial BS. And I just remember thinking to myself, this nigga is better than us, you know. And I don't know if it's being rich for so many years or what it was, but he had a circle, but he had a kid too, so that played to it. And so, and he's still a funny guy. So it was just impressive to be. It was like, you know, like even now when I get a chance to go watch one of the vets, whether it's DL or any of the greats, even Monique, who was my friend, I sit down and watch because it's like a college course. And so I actually learned a lot watching that young man, and it was a pleasure. Him, Arsenio, John Amos is on the set. Sherry Headley is on the set. It was so many great actors and actresses and funny people that it was like being in a master class.
So once it's all said and done for you, like what do you want your imprint to be, or how big do you want to be?
You know what? I want this. You know, when it's all said and done and people start talking about the greatest, I just want to be in the conversation. Like, you know, people talk about LeBron as LeBron the GOAT. Forget the GOAT. He's in the fucking conversation. You know what I mean? You know, Kobe Bryant is in the conversation. You know, Rodney Perry, at the end of the day, I want people to go, man, that nigga, did y'all say Rodney Perry though? Oh yeah, nigga, oh you right, Rodney Perry, that nigga, you know. So I want that to be the truth, and you know, and so that's what we're building. We're building a brand to put us in the conversation of the greatest.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I'm a fan. I'm your friend first, but as a fan, I could say I appreciate what you put into it. Sometimes I feel like people don't really put their all, or the expectation is because they've gotten to a certain level, things are just supposed to automatically come. And I feel like just as this game goes, you're not one of those people. It's not like you expected to be there. It's like you're going to go out, you're going to go get it and keep it coming. And then you pour so much into other people. I think that's a fantastic thing. So, you know, I appreciate you though. Seriously. I do.
You all right.
Hey, some comedians be full of shit. I'm just going to go ahead and get that off my chest.
A lot of them.
Before you say, let me FaceTime.
Where you going?
Nowhere yet.
Come around here. Let these people see what you got.
Give me a second. I have to FaceTime Mom because she was like, she wanted to hear what you had to say about it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
What she got on?
She got on some type of, I don't know, some type of rainbow outfit. Hell no.
Okay. Well, how old are you? That's the question.
February the 5th.
Okay. It's cute. What kind of shoes you got on? Look, we're gonna start on no conversation. It's cute.
I just came to show them the dress. I don't.
Where you get that from?
I got it from a store in the mall.
So what's the name of the store? Smashme.net.
Oh wow.
Well, where are you going in it? That's the question.
Where you going?
I don't know.
How much is it?
It was like $20.
$20 dresses don't belong on my child.
Listen.
He's on.
I'm on a show.
He's on a show.
See? You got to teach her. The $20 dress.
Here's the thing. As long as you can wear these outfits, wear them. Because you ain't going to be able to wear them long.
Listen, it's a whole lot of women.
Wear it, little girl. Wear it.
Your daughter in such a nice shape. Somewhere there's a 40-year-old bro wearing that same jump.
Matter of fact, get your mama one. Get your mama an outfit too.
Mommy said she don't know who it is. She said no. She's not wearing it.
Hey, give me. What y'all say? Can she wear it or not?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hell nah. Get your mama one too.
She look cute. And when mama come in there now, when mama come in with the dress now, mama got to put on the stilettos and all of that. She got to amp it up.
2 out nights tops with that outfit for $20.
Listen, $20. That's it.
When that club sweat hit it, it's almost off.
Becomes flammable after that. Gotta go.
You know, as a father though, I used to push back on all that stuff. You know, all you can hope is you equip your kids with the tools to make good decisions. And other than that, I mean, you can't. Let me tell you, the power of sex. I mean, that's why it's great to have these conversations, because sex is undefeated. People are gonna do it. Like, you try to stop somebody from doing it, you're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
They gonna do it. They're gonna find somebody to take them down. Your baby girl going down. That's what I say all the time.
That's what you want to leave here with?
If you try to do this, you get a child, male or female, your baby going down.
It's going down.
Somebody gonna break off like improper fraction.
And you know what? My only hope is that the name T.Graye rings in the niggas' ears for generations to come. I hope that I hope that when they get her, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know your mom is. You know that."
How do you think you got here?
Hey, want them to know what the expectation is. Okay, that's T.Graye's daughter. Goddamn right. Like, just joking.
She was a late bloomer, but she finished strong.
That's all you can hope for. That's all you can hope for. I get so scared for that oldest one because she's a Scorpio, and I'm like, you know, it's so much with stigma with the Scorpios. My grandmother was one, my mother was one, and my oldest daughter is. I'm like, listen, somebody help somebody. It's all right. Like, I'm not afraid of that point. You know what I mean? When even my baby is 7, I'm not afraid when that comes later in life, because I know that I've equipped them with the proper knowledge to handle themselves in those situations. So I'm not concerned. I'm more concerned about these little niggas that's going to be nose wide open because they put it on them. I feel bad for them. I do. But this has been good. I appreciate you being on the show. I want you to tell everybody how they can follow you and find you and just get caught up on all things Rodney Perry.
Easy to find. The website is rodneyperry.com. All the social media is Rodney Perry Live, which you can see, I think, right there. Back up, boom, right there. I got a little fat finger too there. Yeah. Anyway,
Amen.
It's Rodney Perry Live on all social media, and I'm building a YouTube page. So if you haven't had a chance, go follow my YouTube page right now. And thank you, T.Graye, for having me, man. It's Prophet. God bless you, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, brother.
Yeah, so everybody, if you haven't, I don't know who wouldn't know Rodney Perry or who might be hiding, under a rock somewhere, but he's a comedian, he's an actor, he's a writer, he's a teacher, he's just about jack of all trades and definitely on his way to mastering them all to be one of the strongest names that's going to leave an imprint on us in comedy. So I thank you so much for being on the show. You guys, there's so much more coming up. Next month is going to be phenomenal. Hold on, buckle your seatbelts. Shit's going to get crazy. Whatever it is that you want to talk about, I'm taking it. Send it to my DM. Send it to me on Facebook. Send it to me on Instagram at the T.Graye. If it's questions that you want answered, if it's sex advice that you want, send it to me. We're going to chop it up. Whoever the guest is, we're going to chop it up. We're going to fix your life in here. Okay. We're going to bring Prophet back because he's always fun. Prophet, is there anything you want to tell them going on, coming up with WEMS Radio?
We doing our thing. We got the new studio opening up in Baltimore in the next couple of months. And then we got another, once, stuff lift up in Atlanta, there's going to be the other station in Atlanta opening up shortly after that. So we definitely doing some things. Yes,
Gina G said thick finger boys. Hell yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and say Men with Big Hands. It's a story about that, you guys. Y'all got to watch my show. Go run those back. Big hands be out here doing some stuff. Everything thick on them, y'all. I'm just saying. Everything thick. But thank you all for chiming in. I will see you again next Tuesday right here on WEMS Radio, 9 to 10 p.m. I love you guys. We're going to have fun this year. That's it, y'all.
And we out.
We out, y'all. Bye-bye.